Okay, I am at the Continental Divide National Scenic Trail. And I'm at the Highway 59 trailhead. So the trail goes north across the highway and it goes south over here. I'm gonna follow the south trail. Yeah, so I'm gonna head south for 2 miles and then turn around and come back. Well, there is some water up here. I was debating if I should bring some water up. I'm glad to see that other people do that. So maybe I'll do that the next time I come up here, because I know that I know people are starting the trail. The through hikers are starting about now. I think some of them have already started. I saw some signs of that. Ooh, cow poop. Saw some signs of that over there at the trailhead. There was in the bathroom, there was some Domino's pizza trash, which we do not have a Domino's pizza anywhere near here. There was also a knit hat on the ground in front of the sign at the trailhead, so they should probably put in some trash cans at that toilet over there for the hikers. But so yeah, I think people are already starting to get out and hike it. So maybe the next time I come up here, I'll try to remember to bring some water with me for the through hikers. I was debating it, but honestly, I just forgot when I was getting ready to leave this morning. I had so much stuff I was trying to do before I headed out that it just kind of slipped my mind. So here we go, heading south. I chose the south side mostly because I can't remember if I've done a 4 mile out and back on the south side. Whereas, I know I have on the north side, but I can't remember the south side. So I thought, well, go ahead and do this side. They're about the same amount of difficulty. So I figured do this side and then next time I can do the north side. Whew. It's gonna be, I'm gonna be really out of breath on this hike from the get-go, just because it's the change in elevation always makes it hard for me. I kind of feel like I'm always out of breath on my hikes anyway, pretty quickly. But especially up here with the elevation change, so I'm just gonna take it slow and not push myself. But I got up here, I left my house around 10:30ish and got up here just a little after noon. I did have to stop and get gas and put some air in one of my tires before I headed up here. But it's definitely cooler here than it was in town. I definitely would not have been able to hike in town today. So yeah, it was kind of fun actually to watch the temperature go down on my car thermometer. This is a new tree that's down. This wasn't here last year. They are doing, they started this last year, but they're still working on it. They're doing a thinning project up here, cutting down some of the old trees, I guess, sort of along the highway, but that was not cut down. Oh, I fell from there. Way up there. Damn. And then this one over here, I don't remember if this was here last year or not, but that one came out at the roots. Huh. These are all trees that have been touched by fire. You can see, I've pointed this out before, videos that I've done out here. But yeah, you can see that these are all burnt trees through here. But it actually, it's so cool up here that I took my short sleeve off and put my sun hoodie on, which is my lime green sun hoodie that I'm not all that crazy about, just because of the color. I just don't like the lime green, but eventually I'll get a new one in a color that I do like. But better to be in an ugly shirt and be comfortable than in a pretty shirt and be cold. It's another marker. So it's pretty well marked through this section. Okay, I'm going to put my phone away so I can focus on walking and breathing. Okay, I'm 1.1 miles in, so thought I would stop and take a sit-down break because I'm tired. The first 0.92 miles of this trail is all uphill. And I always forget, like, because it starts out as just like a slight uphill, so it's not that bad. So like, oh, okay, you know, I can handle this. But then it starts getting steeper as you go. And then I always think that it levels out when I reach the Forest Service road, because you cross a Forest Service road. And I always think that that's where it levels out, but it doesn't. You have to keep going past that. So I pulled my phone out when I hit the flat area. I pulled my phone out to see where I was, and it was 0.92. I was like, oh my God. But it was good. My pace is like 45 minutes for a mile right now, but that's okay. I stopped a lot. I stopped and took a lot of breaks to catch my breath. But again, this is why I really like doing it this way, where I come out here with like a plan of exactly how far I'm gonna go, because it's like the second plane that's gone over while I've been out here. I don't know where it's at though. Because like normally I would be like, oh, it's too hard, I'm not ready for this, blah, blah, blah. But it's just getting up the hill. Once you're up the hill, then I'm fine. Or once I'm up the hill, not you. Once I'm up the hill, I'm fine. So just climbing those hills can be a little rough, but you know, what goes up must come down. So I know going back will be super easy. So last night, I woke up around 3 o'clock in the morning having to pee. So I got up and I used the bathroom, and I get back in bed, and I'm just trying to fall back asleep. And of course I started thinking about today, because I was really excited about today. After I came up with that idea, I knew for sure that I was coming up to the mountains. It didn't matter what the temperatures were going to be like down in the desert. I was like, no, I'm going up. I want to see some trees. I need a change of scenery. I've done 6 hikes down in the desert, so I need to see a change of scenery. So I knew I was going to come up here. And so I started, thinking about the trail and trying to figure out north or south. And then that 3 a.m. anxiety tried to take over. And all of a sudden, I started like having these flashes in my mind of like me out here hiking, and all of a sudden, like Bigfoot runs out or something. I don't know why it's got to be Bigfoot. Well, last time it was rattlesnakes. Last time I tried to scare myself with rattlesnakes. So this time it was Bigfoot. And I felt this anxiety. I was like, oh God, oh, it's scary to go into the woods by yourself. And then I caught it though. I caught it this time because I was like, wait a minute. No, it's not. I've been hiking in the woods by myself since I was like in my late teens. This is not scary. It's never been scary. Well, there was one time that I did get a little scared, but I scared myself. But it's not scary. So I stopped. I was just like, this is not me being afraid of going out and hiking by myself. This is my 3 a.m. anxiety trying to scare me. And I was like, look, brain, I don't care what you think. I know in my heart that I'm not scared, so I'm not listening to you. So you can just put those thoughts away. And then I think I ended up just putting a video on YouTube because I could always fall back asleep if I just put something on YouTube, and then I just fell back asleep. And so when I was starting on my hike, when I started getting away, where I couldn't see my car and the highway anymore, I stopped and I started looking around. And I was like, okay, Susan, what if Bigfoot comes out from behind a tree right now? What are you gonna do? And I was like, are you scared? And I was like, no, I'm not scared. First of all, Bigfoot doesn't even exist. Second of all, if he did exist and he came out behind a tree, I would say, hi, Bigfoot, how are you? And whatever happens, what happened? There are scary things that can happen. I know that it is possible. I've watched Kyle Hates hiking. I know the scary things can happen. I don't watch him that much. I don't need to be told that it's scary to go hiking. But I know that scary things can happen. I know that bad things can happen. But like, I'm not going to live my life being afraid of that kind of stuff. And if it happens, it happens. I just accept that. Like, if it happens, if something happens, something happens. At least I'll have died doing what I love, So I'm not going to sit there and let myself be overtaken by fear at 3 a.m. to try to keep me from coming out and doing something that I really love to do. So, anyway, I was proud of myself for kind of getting rid of it really quickly because, like I said, the last time that happened, it was last year, and it was rattlesnakes for some reason, which I've only ever, surprisingly, only ever come across one rattlesnake while I was out hiking. Normally, that's not really an issue where I go. I know they're out there. They're just not where I go. But, yeah, I got filled with anxiety and started like having these like intrusive thoughts of me being attacked by rattlesnakes while I'm out hiking. And it set off like an entire weekend of anxiety where just like everything, I was just on edge for the whole weekend and everything was irritable and stuff. And I was like, no, we're not going down that road anymore. I am not going to let some thought that pops in my head at 3:00 in the morning send me down a road of just, I don't know, bad thoughts, negative thoughts, anxiety, fear, none of it. Nope. We're not doing that anymore. So I sent those thoughts to packing. Gotta just deal with what comes to me in real life and not worry about whatever drama my brain wants to make up. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna sit here and drink some water for a while, and then I got 0.9 miles to go, and then I get to turn around. I can't wait to see where I end up because I've been thinking about it the whole time, like, did I go 2 miles on this trail? I cannot remember. I know the farthest point I've gone. I can picture it in my mind, so I'll know when if I get there. I'll know that that's where I've gone before. Look, I found a little wildflower spot. And then a little bit more over here. The rest is just dry grass. And I just passed the 1.5 mile mark, so I only got another half a mile to go. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to end up at the farthest that I walked last year. So I guess I did do a 4-mile hike on this side. But I want to show this spot because this looks, by the little dip in the trail here, this looks like the section, or the section, it's not really a section. This looks like the spot that I walked through last year that I didn't notice on the way out. I noticed it on the way back that there was a tree on each side, and then there was a broken limb from one of the trees that was like hanging over the path and it was stuck in the other tree. So the two trees were hanging it up, holding it up, sorry. The two trees were holding it up. But now this has been cut down. So I'm wondering if this is it, and maybe a trail maintainer came through here and fixed that, which is cool because it was really scary. So, but I'm gonna see if I come across any other spots like this, and I'll know for sure if this was it or not. Okay, I was about to take video of my face, and then I looked up and I was like, oh wait, that's prettier. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. Oh. Okay, that's my best view so far. But I've also hit 2 miles. So, and I definitely remember this spot. So this is where I went last year. So I did do a 4-mile hike on this side last year, so that's cool. So hopefully next time I know for sure, next time I come out here, I'll be going further. Oh, so I'm gonna walk downhill just a little bit. I did find a spot down here that I wanna take a break. Thank God it's all downhill on the way back. We started climbing again. I was like, oh my God. Oh, I forgot how tiring this is. So I'm going to take a break here, and then I have a feeling I'm going to cruise back down to my car with no more stops. All right, here she is. A little rock. Sitting right next to the trail. Just waiting for me. Right in the middle of the screen. I'm trying to be quiet because they're like, they keep trying to run from me. I think my lime green hoodie is scaring them. They're not deer, but I can't remember what they're called. I'll try to get a better shot. Oh my gosh. Don't run away, don't run away. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. Don't run away, don't run away. Oh, they're running away. Oh, they're walking away. Look at their butts. There's like 5. Oh, there's more up there. There's like 4 or 5 of them. Okay, see if I can get a better shot. They like stop and stare at me. They definitely do not like my hoodie. There we go. Now I can see it. Oh. See if I can get an action shot of them. Oh, shit. No, I lost them. Okay. I think they're gone. I'm almost to my car. My car's over Oops, over in this direction. Hold on. Somewhere over there. I don't see it right now, but it's somewhere over there. Look at how my umbrella was hanging off of my backpack for my almost entire walk back. Well, no, not the entire one. About a mile. Probably about a mile or so. Because I stopped around the 1 mile left mark to stop and pee, and I think that's where it got messed up. Oh my goodness. I need to just... this thing is broken, and I need to just to get some wire cutters and cut that off. Okay, well, I'm back to my car. That was a really, really good hike. I'm gonna put my stats up over here, or try to, because this was definitely... I tried to look at my stats from my last hike that had hills on it, and just to compare, because even though it was hilly, I know the elevation gain was not that much, but this one was about 450 feet of elevation gain, so I'm pretty proud of that. I know I'm gonna have to build up to even more, but I'm proud of that. It did take me almost 3 hours. I think my average was 42, 43 minutes per mile, but whatever. I walked slow. I even took it slow on the way back. I didn't stop, but other than a pee break, but which I didn't stop my mileage tracker when I was on my pee break because I had to go really bad. But I just walked really, really slow on the way back. Even though it was all downhill, I took it easy because, well, for one thing, there was a lot of rocks and pine cones on the trail, and I didn't want to slip and fall. Also, my legs and feet were starting to get pretty worn out by the end, so I was going easy on them. And I just kind of wanted to savor the moment of being up here. I don't get to be around trees like this that often, so it was kind of nice. I was really just enjoying the experience. Yeah, because even when it gets too hot in town to keep hiking down there, I'll probably only do one hike a week at that point. Because it's just too much gas, honestly. I don't want to spend all the gas. It takes a lot of time out of my day. It's basically a 3-hour round trip plus the hiking time. So it's just too much to do more than once a week. And that's what I was doing last year, is I was going up 2 or 3 times a week. And I think that was one of the reasons that I kind of burnt out on it. So I will only be coming up either here or the other mountain section or whatever that I go hiking in. I'll only be doing that once a week. So yeah, there'll come a time where I'll have to cut back on the hiking, which means I'll have to increase how much I'm working out at home, which is fine. It's all about balance. Just gotta kind of go with whatever the circumstances are around me, I guess. Work, life, weather. It all plays a part in what we can do. So, all right, so I'm gonna head out. I did remember to put my strawberries and cream, 0 sugar Dr. Pepper in my cooler, so I got that for the trip home. Plus, I grabbed a Gatorade for the trip home. I didn't bring a burrito or anything with me this time because I knew it was going to be kind of gross by the time I get back to the car. So I'm just going to snack on. I brought some white cheddar Cheez-Its, and I have a beef stick that I did not eat on my hike. I actually didn't eat very much on my hike. So I'm going to eat this on the way home. And then when I get back into town, I'll probably stop somewhere and get food for dinner. So yeah, I guess that's it. I feel like there was a lot I was going to talk about. I always do that. When I'm walking, I think of a lot of things that I want to talk about. But then by the time, I think a lot of the time, I'm just that's just my way of thinking. And I think the reason that I don't put it in the videos is probably it doesn't matter. It's not important for the video. It's just things for me to keep in mind. But it was a nice walk. I had a really good time. So that's the first of my four-mile walks that I'll be doing. My next one may be Friday or it may be next week. I gotta find out. I'm not on the schedule for Friday, but I did volunteer to go in the evening for a few hours if they need me. So I have to find out tomorrow, Thursday, if I'm actually going to be doing that or not. So if I'm doing that, then I probably won't hike, because even though the hike themselves are not, they're not taking up my whole day right now, they wear me out. So when I get home, even if I went out and hiked like yesterday when I did that, I went out in the morning and did that 3-mile hike, I was done for the rest of the day. Like, I couldn't do anything else. So I'm definitely not going to be able to hike and then go into work tomorrow or Friday. So if I don't hike Friday, then I will just hike next week instead. And yeah, all right. I guess that's it. I'll talk to you later.